Hey folks, well, once again, I'm using my channel to pay tribute to a friend who has left this land, this low land. He left it to go to a higher place. Reverend Mike Mullinax. Mike's one of my former pastors. He's a top shelf pastor. You know, you can't, it's hard to pick out the best of anything, especially when you're talking about preachers, because, you know, God calls so many of them because each one of them has a gift, who has a calling, and what one person may like about them, another person may not, but they may like this one. And that's why I truly believe this many God called men. But we lost Mike unexpectedly. Mike was, he was a big preacher with a big message and a big voice to back it up. And he was a great guy, a good friend. I went deep sea fishing with him. I remember the first time we went, somebody told him that if he put a Band-Aid over his belly button, he wouldn't get seasick. He did it. I don't reckon he got seasick that time. But him and Glenn Garrett, Glenn's one who got us hooked on deep sea fishing. We go down to Panama City and go out from Captain Anderson's marina on Captain Buck's boat. Well, we lost Glenn several years ago, and now we've lost Mike. He leaves behind a wife and 2 sons and 2 grandchildren, and it's just terrible. I mean, terrible to lose a loved one this time of year. I mean, you know, I lost my dad on the 18th of December, and it just has totally changed the holidays for sure. Mike was, well, he had watched some of my videos, because I told him one time, he said, you know, Jeff, you got a pretty good YouTube channel. And he was talking about pipe. I think he liked to puff on a pipe from time to time. He was talking about some of the pipes, the tobaccos and stuff. So I don't know if he's subscribed or not, but he had seen it at some point in time. I know he was on Facebook. It may have been when I shared it on Facebook. He may have, you know, tapped into it then. But he was a character. He liked to laugh, but he was also a devoted man of God. I mean, he pastored, I forget now, I think it's about 8 churches. It's on his 6 or 8, I forget now, and all over Cherokee County, North Georgia area. And like I said, he had a message. And a buddy of mine, when he first started coming to church, he didn't particularly care for Mike's style of preaching. And he told me, this, I don't know, 6, 8 months into it. No, it wasn't that. It was after the fact. After Mike had already left, he said, you know, Jeff, he said, when I first started coming to church here, he said, I didn't like the way Mike preached. He's too loud. He said, "But boy, I love it now." And yeah, he was a, like I said, he was a big man with a big message and a big booming voice. You definitely knew when he was preaching, and never saw a kid he couldn't out preach. Screaming kid. But I'll never forget Andrew telling the same story. He's talking about, all of us went out to dinner one night, and they brought the food out. And Andrew was sitting close to Mike. Well, they put Mike's food down in front of him. Boy, he just dug right into it. And Andrew said, Mike, are we not going to say a blessing? Mike looked up at him. He said, the Lord knows I'm thankful. And he just kept on eating. But yeah, he a real good guy. Like I said, he's a top shelf preacher. You just have preachers, you know, you got to have a shelf. You can't just put one on. What we're not supposed to. We're not supposed to put one man above another. So if you got a shelf, you can put a lot of them up there. Top shelf. My buddy David told me top shelf. He's a top shelf preacher. Yeah. So, but like I said, yeah, I don't know if Mike was subscribed, but he had seen some of my videos, and so I just want to get on here real quick and put a shout out to him, and ask my viewers if you could, when in devotion to the Almighty today, tonight, whenever, if you just say a little prayer for Mike's family. He leaves behind a wife, 2 sons, daughter-in-laws, and 2 grandchildren. So anyway, it's 10 minutes till 12. I need to get out of here and go get another MRI for my neck. I've had talked to a surgeon. Surgeon didn't like the MRI I brought with me. He wants a new MRI. he wanted another epidural, but the insurance company absolutely refused that. And, you know, I had two and it didn't help. I don't know what another one helped, but I think he was trying to rule out something. I don't know what, but by doing another epidural, I think he was trying to, you know, cross things off the list. And I don't think the insurance company was real crazy about another MRI, but the lady that does his billing, booking, whatever, she called me yesterday and she said, MRI's on. So I got to go for that this afternoon. But it's just as well. It's cold outside. You can't really do nothing outside. That's why I'm down here in the bunker, down here in the pipe lounge. So I appreciate you watching this. And like I said, this is all in memory of a great man, a great pastor, Reverend Mike Mullinax.